This is the point also where I'm going to seek out the appropriate older dogs to provide my dogs with experiences with, if you can, right? If you can't, follow the neutrality rule. Take your dog out for walks with other dogs, have your dog around other dogs, feed them, give them rewards nearby. I may have 2 dogs here, I'm feeding this dog, I'm feeding my puppy, so they're right near each other, they see each other, that kind of stuff. But I don't necessarily let them play together if I'm not sure how that's gonna go and I'm not confident with the dog's puppy. The problem with appropriate older dogs is the only way you find out if they're appropriate is let them put holes in a puppy, right? Unfortunately, right? So somebody's done the homework for you, great. Right? So like Shrike, my old male, I use him all the time to introduce new puppies because he won't hurt them. Like, he'll let them know if they're really bad, if they're super obnoxious, he'll let them know. It scares the crap out of them, but no injuries, right? He's perfect for puppies. So I use him all the time when I think this puppy's ready to meet another dog, like actually interact with them. But I found out because puppies ran up on him a number of times, and so I realized, hey, look, that's good. His half-brother, who actually liked puppies, was really good with other dogs, and I was super careful about him because he was fine. He wouldn't go after a puppy or any of that kind of stuff. He was neutral. He even liked to play with them if they were appropriate, but if they got out of hand, when he corrected them, not good. Big holes, like he'd just crunch them, just bite them once really hard. So that was not good, right? So he didn't get the direct puppy interaction socialization time because it wasn't good, right? And so if you don't have access and you're not certain, the safe thing is work them around them instead of direct interaction. If you know somebody that you know has a dog that's good with puppies and appropriate, isn't going to hurt them, then at the point your dog's ready, you can provide some of those experiences, controlled experiences, right? That's the other thing, is does somebody have control of their dog? So I can intervene before it gets to be a problem. That's the other thing that people don't. They let it play out. So you let the puppy start playing with the older dog, and the older dog's like, okay, I'm getting sick of this. And they don't stop the puppy. The older dog's not correcting the puppy, and so they let the puppy keep doing it until the point where the older dog finally gets really fed up and then corrects the dog. You can intervene at that point. You see the puppy getting a little obnoxious, you go, knock it off, come on, we're not doing that anymore. Get the puppy back on a leash and don't let him keep doing it. You don't have to let that push. Can be the one that intervenes in those circumstances as well, right? The other thing that's bad with puppies is an older dog that's too permissive. So I've had multiple dogs like this over the years, right, that wouldn't correct a puppy for anything. They were too tolerant. So the puppy be hanging off the side of their face or biting them in the ear, and they're like, oh, dude, would you get this thing off me? Like this, and the puppies could run across the yard, leap on them, and then they're like, oh God, right? But they wouldn't correct the puppy. Don't let that happen either. Then your puppy thinks that's appropriate dog behavior, and then it does it to another dog, and they go to the hospital, right? And so too permissive isn't good, and so that's on us. So if you don't have the appropriate dogs to let them control those situations, which most people don't on a regular basis, then we have to intervene and control those things. Your puppy's really obnoxious, don't let it jump all over the older dogs and think that that's appropriate, right? And don't let the puppy push it until the point where they get corrected and you find out that that older dog is not an appropriate corrector of puppies in those circumstances.